So I just completed this really great shoot. It involved a bride and it involved a very expensive wedding dress. And I can't wait to show it to you.
Head underwater, falling back into you.
All right, so into the water we go.
Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay, good. So what I want you to do,
I'm giving Leanne some instruction as what kind of pose I want her to hit when we go into the water, and
excellent, good.
Not looking at the camera is exactly what I want. Don't not look at the camera. You're gonna look like maybe down.
it's important to give her feedback, of course, when we go to the next shot. That's what it looks like just out of the camera. Very blue because we're underwater. So we have a pretty good image. So I'm going to start out in Lightroom. I'm going to clean up the bottom of the pool to make sure all the grit and the dirt and little debris is out of there. The thing that's really distracting is the border, I think, because it takes away from Leanne. So what we do is we go into Photoshop. And what I'm going to do is remove the border. This takes a lot of time to get this right because you don't want to make it look like it's Photoshopped. I'm always amazed about how much time I spend in Photoshop to make it look like it's not Photoshopped. I go down to the pixel level to make sure that the hair, the border, everything is nice and clean, so when somebody looks at this image they don't go, oh, you changed it there, you changed it here. It's not what I want. I want to make sure that I take out everything from the background that's going to distract from the actual image or from the actual model. Taking out both sides of this, and I'll continue to refine this as we go through Photoshop. The other issue is makeup underwater will eventually wash off. So what I'm doing is I'm applying some digital makeup here to her complexion. She has a beautiful, wonderful complexion. You want to make it look like she has makeup on underwater that it didn't wash off. You don't want to make her skin look plastic, like Barbie-ish. Now I want to change the color a little bit more. Get it back to blue, that kind of nice, clean, beautiful bridal look. There's kind of a before and after. You can see it's greenish, now it's bluish. I want to make sure that the skin looks warm, the background looks nice and blue. More cleanup on the bottom of the pool so it's not distracting. Makeup looks good.
My head underwater.
The more you clean it up, the more you see that's not quite right. So what I do is I go back into Photoshop, make sure that all that stuff is nice and clean. I don't want to come back after I print it and have to correct things. Go down to the pixel level once again. Really try to get it right. Nose bubbles are a real problem, so you try to remove them so they don't look funny. And there we go. I think it looks pretty good. There's the final shot.
I know it's not easy. I know it could die.
I really think that this is an absolutely great shot. But what I always like to do is try to take it to the next level. And in order to do that, I'm going to put a bride in a church. And not just any church, one of the most famous churches in the entire world. And it's all underwater.